Hello, Fatality Workers. This is Blackflame from the Fatality Company, and welcome back to Noc'Craft. First things first, today I have been doing some Foamy crafty research off camera. As you can see, a few of these are filled in. And I got one of the main things that I wanted, which is the Wand of Equal Trade. Now what this does is basically you click a block, in the minute it is cobblestone selected, so I'll do an example using cobblestone. So say I want to replace this dirt with cobblestone. It basically does that. You right click and any blocks connected or near to the block you click get replaced with the block in your inventory, and the block that it was replacing gets added into your inventory. Just a really awesome way to swap things out, and it's probably my favourite item from Thorncraft, just because it makes like replacing cave walls and stuff like that so easy. Next thing I've got to show you is I did some more work. I moved the I'm just trying to put stuff away and there's no room. Oh well. I moved the entire power system and stuff, other than the solar panels, and I still need to move the plate bending machine, just because I don't have a space for that yet. But I moved the basic power gen down here. Still need a bit of tweaking, because the room that I made for the trees and then where I actually put the cart, it isn't big enough. But yep, through here, you may notice this. Remember the chunk loader that I made to keep this area loaded even when I'm not here? Well, these are spot loaders. Rather than loading like many chunks, these just load one each. Because it turned out my chunk loader didn't reach down there. You can find that out, hit F6, and there's these borders around the chunks, so this area's fully loaded. But you may have noticed this bit's indented now, and I'm thinking of making something cool with this at some point. Like putting pistons behind it, so it sits here until you're like on a pressure plate, then it falls back so that you can come down here. Just because I don't really want it exposed, because it's supposed to be behind the scenes, which is why it looks kind of ugly. And pretty at the same time. I really like that. But, yep, down here, this is where all the generators are going. You can see all of the ones that I've made. These are all the ones that were up on the surface. Lined up. Not got any running at the minute, because still generating power. Basically what's going to happen is, while it's generating power to begin with, only one of the generators is probably going to be able to run, because it just gets burned. It just burns the wood up instantly as soon as it gets added. Whereas, as soon as the power's full, it'll start building up wood in all of these, and then when we need power, it'll use all of them and fill it back up really quickly. Which is why I haven't remade the mass fab to hook up to this, because that would constantly drain the power. But yep, here's the little cart. I plan on expanding the room that way a little bit, just so that these edge trees here can grow, and then moving it all the way up to near the end. And then I'm actually going to end up adding a second one of these here as well. And the way the pipes is going to run is it's all advanced insertion pipes down here to try and put the wood in the bottom. And then it'll go across, more advanced insertion pipes on the next row of generators, and then a void pipe at the end, for if any end up overflowing. Now you may ask, what are we going to be doing this episode, other than making a chest so that I can actually empty my inventory? Well, a little person, I say little, that might be insulting. Someone, that'll work. I don't know if they're little or not, I don't know them, in real life. Ozzy, started watching my videos and was talking to him in IRC, suggested that he wanted to see me do a building episode. I don't know whether you guys would be interested in that or not, but if not, I'm sorry, I'm doing it anyway. But I didn't know how to do it, because I take ages building things. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to do a time-lapsey video. That can't go there. Where am I putting this? There'll do. Yeah, I'm just going to do a bit of a time lapse. I'll hop back in every so often to talk to you guys about what I'm doing. But what will I be building, you may ask? Well, I will be building the my bedroom area, which down the stairs will be the straight on segment. Okay, let's do this. It appears that I have an increasingly large amount of heads gathering. The reason that I have stopped the time-lapsey bit and come back to the surface is because of what I want to make the floor out of, and it's something from IC2. And to use it, we will need scaffolding, which is made from planks and 3 sticks. So I'll just do that. That should do. No, it won't actually. We need 66. Let's go grab more planks from... I keep forgetting my jetpack's turned on. Right. No, not that many sticks. That'll do. I want one more stick. That's 68, that'll do. So, if we go and put these down as the pathway at the centre of the room, and I'll be adding on to it and changing stuff as I go, obviously. But this is just to show you why I'm doing what I'm doing. And because it's a new item, so I figured I'd show you how to craft it and what it does. so that when I use it in the video, you won't be like, "What's this? Why did he not explain this to us? I'm confused." That's if you don't know what it is, you know, if all the explaining's helping. And if you're a person well-versed in the mods, you're probably going, "No, just get back to the time-lapse, I was enjoying the music," or something along those lines. So, basically, what scaffolding itself is used for is that, as you just saw then. Basically, you can build it from the bottom by left-clicking. And then you can climb it like a ladder. And if you break the bottom, they all fall down. So it's basically just all like I do dirt scaffolding to get to places. It's exactly the same thing, except poor Rick. Yeah, it's exactly the same thing, except for, you know, it's an actual item made for it. And now, yes, the floor does actually look quite nice made from scaffolding. You know, not too bad. But we're not actually making the floor from scaffolding. I mean, it may look like we are, but that's not the finished product. There we go. Right. Back to the surface. Do-do-do. I don't know why I randomly started to record again. Yeah. So, we need this, a CF sprayer. Pretty easy to make. A stick, cobblestone, 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 cobblestone. There we go. Now, unfortunately, I can't do anything with it. See, that would save a lot of space in my chest, actually. 1 second. If I actually empty the cobblestone into the barrel like it's supposed to be. And then I can just drop some gravel and spruce saplings and excess scaffolding and glass fiber cable and my wrench off, I don't know. There we go. Yeah, this right now, CF sprayer, completely useless. Can't do anything with it. What we need are these CF pellets, which you get from construction foam, which is water, clay dust, coal dust, and redstone. So we need clay. Now, how do we get clay? We get clay like that. Haha. See, that's one of the few recipes that I do actually remember. And then we need coal dust as well, and I don't know if there's actually a recipe for coal dust or not, for coal or not. So let me just go and look that up. There is, huzzah! All we need is dirt. Oh, but that's been nerfed between in vanilla I see 2. That gives 20. Damn it, Greg. That'll do. Okay, let's go and stick these in the rotary macerator then. Unfortunately, I've not applied redstone to it yet, so it will be kind of slow, so I'll probably just skip that out. The redstone will be fine, and I'll make some cans when we get to the surface and show what they are. Also turns out you have to macerate the clay blocks, not the balls themselves. Funnily enough, I barely had enough power to actually macerate all that coal, because all the power from the MFE is getting sucked directly into the charge pad. So my machines themselves are being starved at the minute until they all get charged up. Because unfortunately I left the farm going overnight to generate the power up for me and fill everything up, but unfortunately I didn't realise it wasn't chunk loaded by our main chunk loader, so it wasn't actually it wasn't doing anything while I wasn't there. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's all that we need, because that's our limit on clay dust. And then we need exactly the same amount of redstone, that'll do. Now, what cans are, there's a few things like them. There's cans, tins, wax capsules, things like that. But you can right-click water and fill them up just like you can with a bucket. Except you can't place the water back down again. They stack, but you can't place the water again. And so basically, they're useful for transferring liquid around between machines rather than transferring it to be placed by yourself, like buckets are. And then all we need is... that's a visual glitch, I think. Oh no. There we go. Water capsules, redstone, clay dust, and coal dust. Construction foam. Over a stack of it. Now we just need to take it down to the compressor, which unfortunately, as we know, is ungodly slow. So I think I'll be cutting that out as well, because I'm sure you don't want to sit here and wait for the compressor to compress over a stack when it takes like a minute to compress 4 things. See you in a minute. Or a lot more than that, actually. Okay, 7'll do. And now if I remember right, I just have to craft it with it. So that's 100. There we go. So you can just craft the pellets with the sprayer, and it adds to its durability. Like repairing a tool, except you can add more than one of the thing at once, and you're not in an anvil. Now what does it do? I would show you like what it does normally, but I don't want to waste it because it takes so long to make. But basically, normally if you right click, it would make a big random amalgamation of foam that is soft to begin with, but then will eventually harden into some quite nice looking blocks. But if you put scaffolding down and right click it, then it just follows the scaffolding. So this is it in its soft, squishy form. And then if we just stand here and watch, it's like watching paint dry, except for its construction foam. I'll move on to the next couple. Well, I was hoping it would get those. That's a waste. Really? I think that's all of them, isn't it? Yeah, nope. I had one more. I'm missing one block. I hope it's made one by the time. And there we go. That's one of the hardened construction foam blocks. Which, if you try and pick up, it breaks. I don't even think that you can pick them up with Silk Touch, but I've never tried. There we go. We've got 3 more. So I can go and finish the floor off. Now you may be wondering to yourself, you know, this stuff, the which is double slabs, by the way, if you didn't know, you can craft them. There, 43.7. You can craft them with just normal stone slabs next to each other. And if you break them, you get these 44.7 slabs, which if you actually put 2 on top of each other, make one of these anyway. But you can also craft them together to get the actual block set. Yes. You may be wondering, you know, why not just use them? Because to be fair, the block's texture looks pretty similar. Well, there is a very specific reason why you would want to pick this over the blocks that I've used for the corridor and that room. And that is that you can paint them with a painter and then applying a dye to the painter, and you can right click them. You can actually do the same with wires and paint wires as well, and it stops them connecting, and you can also color code so that you know what things are and stuff like that. Yeah, one thing I haven't mentioned yet, this is a canvas bag. You can craft it with 8 canvas, and a canvas is a stick surrounded by 8 string. And what a canvas bag is, it's basically like a second inventory that you can carry around with you. So, I've got my lamps in there and stuff, and I've also got a lot of string and blaze rods. This string and the canvas bag itself were donated by Rec. Wow, I forgot his name. I'm such a good person. No, yeah, it was Donated by Rick because I needed some string for Thorncraft reasons. And I didn't have the inventory space to carry it back, so he was like, here, have a canvas bag to carry your string in. Which is a bit ironic because you make it out of string, but... And I don't think I even have the colour that I want to use. Of course I don't. Why would I? I'm just gonna make it blue for now. There we go. So you just put the lapis in. There you go. Painter, lapis lazuli, or lazuli, lapis lazuli, it's lazuli. I'm running out of food. I've got a flipping spawner that spawns pigs, and you have to keep running out of food. I need to make like an automatic farm thing for those pigs soon. Of course, it's getting a bit ridiculous. In like hyper advanced armor with tools and all this, and yet I can't feed myself. So there you go, painting it blue. The center stripe will be blue. I don't think no, you can't. I was hoping you could paint the construction foam itself, and it would like form later, but you can't. Anyway, back to time-lapsey stuff. I think that's coming along quite nicely. If only my grass hadn't got used up in the wall. I wish there was a way that I could change that. Oh well, I'll just have to make more in a little bit. I'm going to take a quick break from that for now, and come back to it probably next episode. Just because there's one final thing that I want to do before we end this. Right, the claw, whatever it is that I've made up there, is going to be our nexus area, as I've said. So, for that we need books, and not a thunderstorm. I hate thunderstorms. Why did I make my base in a charged age before? No idea. Grab a few books. And hope that's not too loud for people, but... And then we need to do that. 1, 2, 3, 4... Like that. And that makes book stands. Now you can put books in book stands. Kind of makes sense. Damn it. Damn it. Ugh. See, told you. Running out of food. Right. Go in hover mode. And come over here to... This will eventually be a book, and all of these will be portals eventually, but... Right. So this one needs to be spawn. Then... I don't know what the other two are, but basically what we need to do is if you... Where did I put the books? Oh, there. Wow, I can't believe I didn't see that. If you just put a book into your crafting table, you get a linking book. Now, what a linking book does is... Well, it links, you know. You put it in your inventory. Like that, so I've just linked to on top of this thing. You right-click. And... Ooh... Never mind. Yeah, I completely forgot that you can't link to the overworld from the overworld. So, yeah. If I go back through to the nether... I can right-click, click that little coloured box, and I'll come back here. But notice I don't have the book anymore. If I now go back into the nether again... The book's just lying there on the floor, and you've got to shift right-click to pick it up. If you don't do it quick enough, or if something attacks it, if it lands on fire or lava, it will die. It's classed as an entity, and therefore has health, and will die if you let it. Anyway, thank you all for watching. This is all for this episode. It's kind of been hard to judge the time because of all the time-lapsey bits and stuff. But I hope it's long enough. Anyway, I will see you all next time. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.